Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have, as promised, this other beer that I got from Wooden Robot yesterday. It's called Foeder for Thought. It's 6.0% alcohol by volume. It comes in a 500 milliliter. The description on the label says, "This farmhouse ale is brewed with local malts, then fermented and aged in our oak foeder for several months with our mixed saison culture. The resulting beer is beautifully tangy and with notes of citrus, stone fruit, and mild funk." So, those all sound like pretty good things to me. So I'm excited to crack this guy open. I haven't actually had this beer before, so I'm really looking forward to it. So let's crack this guy open and see what we got. Side there. So the nose is very oaky and yeasty. There's a little bit of minerality character to it. Definitely some like stone fruit. I do agree with what it's saying. It's a little bit of like that peach apricot flesh. This is really like wet blanket funk. It honestly reminds me of like lambic character more than a lot of other American versions of sour beers. But it doesn't really have any of that like acetic. It doesn't smell like it's going to be very sour, which I'm happy for because I don't particularly want it to be very sour. I just prefer a nice tartness and funk. So, and as you can see too, it pours a beautiful, slightly hazy, dark gold color with a head that's sticking around for a decent bit, considering how carbonated it seems to be. Yeah, that's nice. It's about the level of tartness or acidity that I was expecting. It bites the tongue real quick up front, but it's definitely not what I would call sour. It just has like that tang bite. There's a little bit of residual sweetness to it, which I wish was dialed back just a tiny bit. I think that's kind of what's keeping it from being great. It's definitely really good, but I think that's the one thing that's keeping it back from being really, really great is it has a little lingering sweetness, which I prefer. It was a little drier, but there definitely is some fruit character, and it's actually like pretty perfumey as well. It's really nice though. I think the tartness on there is absolutely perfect, where I would have no problem drinking a whole 500 milliliter of this, and probably two of them if I was able to drink something else in between and not have to drink the whole 32 ounces straight through. Because I don't know, there's some stuff that's so sour I don't even honestly want to drink 12 ounces of it. But this is really, really crushable. I hate to use the word microflora and that crap, like the whole farmstead stuff, but this really has some true earthiness to it that I'm surprised this wasn't, aged in like a cool ship or something, completely open fermented, that it was just in the oak foeder. I'm really glad that these guys bottled this because everyone went crazy for the the wine barrel aged sours they did that was in barrels for 2 years. And don't get me wrong, those were great, but I mean they were a lot more expensive and they made a lot less of it. So I'm glad they made something that's more accessible to people and something that I don't, because I was able, if I wanted to, was able to buy a whole case of them. I wouldn't mind sending some of them out to other people, when they're only limited 2. I'll share with some friends maybe, but I don't necessarily want to give up any of them if I'm only getting 2 of them. So, I would say this is definitely on the higher end of their sour portfolio that I've had. It's really complex. Like I said, there's just a tiny bit of residual sweetness is the only thing that I would change with this. And just a note on the cost of it, because I usually mention that in all my reviews. It was $12 for 500 milliliters, so I think for the quality of this, that's absolutely worth it. But their stuff is so good. They have things that are this good that are on tap that I can get a crowler of for only a couple bucks more. So, it's crazy how good their stuff is relative to the price, and it's really good in general. But relative to the price, there's not many better places that I can think of. The more I'm letting this open up, it really has some of that wet rock quality that I absolutely love. Kind of like Laceris, and not to that level because that's like the best American wild beer ever made, but that is really, really nice. I might have to go buy more of this. It's very, very good. Damn. Okay, well, I think it's pretty obvious from my comments what I'm going to say about this as far as, buy, drink, dump. But this is absolutely buy. I'm about 30 miles away, but I will gladly drive down there again next weekend when I get the chance to buy more of this, if they still have some left, which I'm really hoping that they do. But if anyone offers this, I know a lot of people don't know about Wooden Row Up, but I'm hoping the more reviews of these that I do, people are catching on that they're doing some really, really good shit. And the fact that they're under the radar is actually a good thing for people who want to try new good stuff, because you can easily get them too. So if any of you guys watch this and you would like to try it, hit me up and I would gladly send some out for just some local things, because I like spreading the love from the place where I live. So I think that's about all I have on this one. I had a good time doing it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.